That's right. That's right. We are live right now. Matrix University, I want to welcome all of you to the bottom of the rabbit hole on a very exciting time. Today, as many of you already in the room know, the interactive trailers were released on whatisthematrix.com. The internet is going wild. I am feeling the energy right now. I don't even know where to begin. I'm like so excited here that it's kind of surreal. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the room. Make sure you like the stream on the way in here. We're definitely trying to signal boost in last night's live stream. It's so wild that we just talked about this last night. And here we are the next day with some very juicy footage to break down. And it's interactive, like it changes. I cannot wait to get into this. Um, right, but before I forget, last night in the live stream, Vesuvius came up with the target goal number of 4,000 subs because we got like I want to say 3,600. And when we hit 4,000 subs, we're going to share or have a title reveal of our own here. So make sure you like the stream on the way in, share this with as many Matrix fans as you know. See if we can't hit that today, because I'm actually really excited to share that with you guys too. But back to the mother of all trailer teasers. Um, Vesuvius, you in here? You on?
I am here, man. I am ready and raring to go. I don't think I've ever been this excited. Good times.
Yeah, man, got my cipher theme music playing here. I'm ready to go. So right, so I saw you posting screenshots. Well, other people were posting screenshots. And I'm like, where are these images coming from? They're obviously legit, you know. And then that's when I saw your IG live going through the different interactive choices, and I was like, okay, we gotta do this in real time. So I actually haven't even seen the entire trailer all the way through. Well, that's the thing. So uh, a lot of you guys already in the room. It looks like you have done this already, so I don't even have to explain it to you. But for anybody who hasn't done it yet, I recommend that you go do it. But yeah, it appears that by interactive, what we mean is, you know, the teasers change, that there are like differences between them. Well, you'll see in a moment here. Again, I'm gonna try to, we're doing a reaction here. It's Matrix University. This is for educational and entertainment purposes, but primarily Matrix fan educational, right? So we're gonna break this down, but again, I'm trying to like I don't think I can pause it. I don't think that I can like stop and go. So hopefully they'll let this stand. If you're listening out there, Warner, I don't mean any disrespect, but we got to break this thing down. So yeah, what? Hmm. Well, right. First of all, like I said, if you haven't seen it already, you can go watch it at whatisthematrix.com right now for yourself. So I want to give people the opportunity to do that. You can always come back and join us once you've done that. Um, like I said, this is going to be my initial reaction. I haven't seen it all the way through yet, so you guys are going to get that raw emotion on how I feel about whatever's going on here. But like I said, I don't want to ruin it or spoil it for anybody. So again, it's at whatisthematrix.com. This is how we know it's official. Again, we talked about this just yesterday, not even a whole 24 hours ago.
Just over 12 hours.
I'll
Just over
say
12.
not 12, but yeah, just over 12. So yeah, man, we start talking about it and things start happening here. So that's always fun. Okay, see if I can get this on the screen here. I'm gonna pause the music. All right, we're gonna see if we can get this on the screen. There we go. All right. So you have actually done this before. So which would you recommend first, the red pill or the blue pill?
Okay, normally I would say red pill, but with hindsight, I would say let's go blue pill, and we'll kind of save. I mean, not the best for last, but if there's an order to it, I would say blue pill first.
All right, let's do this.
Do you remember how you got here? You've lost your capacity to discern reality from fiction. What's real is here and now, 1:43 p.m. Anything else is just your mind playing tricks on you. It becomes a problem when fantasies endanger us. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we?
All right, so that was the blue pill. So a lot going on. The first thing that I wanted to point out is it's cool that the time is accurate. It tells you like what time you're watching the teaser. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um,
that's like a callback to when Neo was being contacted by Trinity through his computer, and it was happening like in real time.
okay, so what's the first thing? Did you see that version of the clip yet? Or
So
the
I've got a lag on our live stream, so for when I watch it. So, like, what was the ending to your blue pill? Your first blue pill? 'Cause I'm gonna see it for probably another 30 seconds.
you're breaking up a bit. What was the question?
What was the end to your first blue pill trailer? What was the final
Okay,
scene?
yeah. So uh, I believe the last shot was Neo with Trinity, right? This thing it all happened so fast.
And did he hold her by the hand?
Yes.
Did you pick up what she did?
No.
She pulled her hand away.
Okay. I don't even know where to go. Like, wow.
Okay, now here's the thing. Click on the blue pill again, and we might get a different one. It's not going to be the same.
Well, I know it's not going to be the same. So before I forget everything that happened in this one, um, I just want to go through what appeared to be Thomas Anderson walking off a building, right?
Yeah, so we had some window washers there, and it looked like Trinity was maybe on the window washing scaffold.
Right. So that's got to be that San Francisco leak shot, right?
I don't think so. I think it's different. I think it's different. At least I haven't seen the leak shot, but it's also it kind of seems like a callback to something I posted a long time ago. Something happened in one of the Matrix Online cinematics where two people were hit off a building, and before they're hit and fall off the building, somebody's looking at a newspaper and it says that uh, lovers leap, and a couple jumps off a building and commits suicide. So it's kind of weird that this stuff is like happening now in Matrix 4.
Oh,
And
I
that
don't
was
think it's weird at all.
no, it's weird because that was a very small detail back then, and it's now like a prominent detail.
Y-
So
was that a Chadwick written detail?
it was a Chadwick written detail. It was like I think third chapter. It was like when the general first comes in. If
Yeah,
that
man.
narrows it for you.
Yeah, when it comes to anything Chadwick related in terms of story of Matrix Online, like I felt like that was the window of references. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if it was a Chadwick storyline, there was a chance that it would be somehow referenced, even if it's only subtly in Matrix Resurrections. Like it would have been odd for me to see a Matrix 4 that had no reference to the Matrix Online. Like I said, even if it's only by way of inspiration, which it sounds like you're finding plenty of similarities and things like that. But we're gonna get into some more of those later on. Right. So now you were telling me to go ahead and click the blue pill again before we go to the red pill. It's funny that you suggested to take the blue pill first because I was thinking, before if I was going to choose this, like I said, okay, I'm probably a red pillar in general, but for the sake of this experiment, let's take the blue pill first.
Only for this experiment, yes.
Right. The other thing I wanted to say before I forgot is in that same shot with Neo on the roof, John Toll, the cinematography. I'm telling you, man, like I could like you talking about callbacks. I knew it. Like I'm getting what's it that vanilla sky color grading vibe, man. It's just
Right?
I'm very, very, very excited
This
for this.
this sunrise, sunset silhouette there. Oh, and thank you, Jay Lines. Just boosted the stream with the 99 cents. So thank you, Jay Lines.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you everybody. Please definitely like the stream on the way in. Again, we're trying to hit 4K subscribers to share the fan fiction title reveal. But yeah, let's click this blue pill again. We're going hard with the perk 30s apparently. Am I even allowed to say that? I'm gonna have to edit that out. Yeah, all right, let's go.
Do you remember how you got here? You've lost your capacity to discern reality from fiction. What's real is here and now, 1:49 p.m. Anything else is just your mind playing tricks on you. It becomes a problem when fantasies endanger us. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we?
Okay. So now I see the rooftop difference that you were pointing out. I
Yeah.
think the San Francisco, the rig, the jump scene is probably that second rooftop, that emptier rooftop that had Trinity on it, right? It looked like that was Trinity. But yeah,
Yep.
so there's a whole different set of things to unpack here. So first of all, shout out to the crew and everybody who made these because somebody had to do a voiceover that says every minute for 12 hours. That took time. That's dedication. So everybody who was like, "Oh, where's the trailer?" It was in the recording studio for like 4 days. uh, right. So I don't know. I've seen different numbers of or combinations or predictions of how many different like trailer teaser combinations there are. I don't know that because I know you got a hard out soon, so I want to hit a red pill real quick before you have to go. Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna go through all of them, but yeah, I strongly encourage you guys to check it out yourselves. Go to whatisthematrix.com and play around. It's pretty cool as you can see here, and I'm loving like the code screen. I really think that they like tightened up the graphics there.
It's a different code effect too, because it almost looks like it bounces and evaporates upward. And
Yeah.
there's a blue tint on top and like a yellowish tint on the bottom. So I'm sure that these things are all purposeful, but not sure what they mean quite yet.
All right, here we go with the red pill. Right, and before I click it, just real quick for anybody who like just jumped in, I feel like they said the actual trailer is going to be, or I guess the full trailer is how it'd be worded, is going to be released Thursday, 6 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm assuming that the trailer that was shown at CinemaCon that we talked about in the live stream a couple weeks ago, I'm guessing that version is going to be what is shown on Thursday morning at whatisthematrix.com. So let's check out this red pill teaser.
This is the moment for you to show us what is real right now. We believe it's 1:52 p.m., but that couldn't be further from the truth. Could be. This is the first day of the rest of your life. But if you want it, you gotta fight for it.
Man, like every time I see it, like or see one, because they're all have been different so far. I'm just like stuck, like jaw halfway to the floor. Like, what are we even witnessing right now? So what stood out the most for me, I guess, there was the Groff with the mouth getting closed. The the nod or the callback to the original interrogation scene. It did not look like he was being interrogated, and I don't know that that suit screamed agent either. But it's interesting. He is wearing a suit. I told you, in one of those videos way back that guy looks good in a suit. What can I say? Oh, Noble Call L. Thank you for the super chat. It says thanks to you both for hosting this stream. Thank you for being here. Can I highlight that? Yeah, awesome. No, I really, really greatly appreciate the super chat and all of you guys for being here and subscribing to Matrix University. Vesuvius set up the target number last night. We've got to get 4K subs. I think we're at like 36, somewhere between 36 and 3,700 right now. But when we hit 4K subs, we're gonna do the title reveal for the project I've been working on these last couple months. So yeah, again, thank you for the super chat. I think right. So what were you gonna say? Because that sounded like Yaya Abdul Mateen II on that voiceover, right?
Yeah, it sounded like Yaya to me as well, and sounded like him uh, speaking like Morpheus. You believe it is such and such a time. The year 2199. So pretty darn good. I wouldn't say like he made it his own so far. We'll have to see his mannerisms and stuff if he is a version of Morpheus, which is rumored.
Well, one thing I noticed I think it was the last one, but they're all kind of running together now. The suit he was wearing looked a lot more agent-like in one of those shots. It looked like they were running down
Yeah,
the hallway, perhaps.
and I saw a screen grab of that too. I actually saw it in the screen grab first, where that kind of fits one of the leaks that we had heard, something to that effect. I don't want to drop too many spoilers. I'd rather keep it a little bit closer to the teaser trailer right now than go into the spoilers that we've studied so far. Just because the label of your video right now is teaser trailer. It's not spoilers. So yeah, there might be something to that, but I did see that as well. Yaya in a suit. It did look kind of agent-like. And the screen grab is out there if anybody wants to check it out. I'm sure it's all over Instagram.
Yeah, no, you bring up a good point though. I should probably have spoilers in the trailer here. I mean, in the title there. Wasn't really thinking about that. That's saying I was so excited. The phone has been blowing up like nonstop for the past 2-3 hours. So the excitement and the hype is real. See if I can change that here for a second. Right, but that's what I was gonna say. You found that audio on the Matrix Online, right? And didn't you like post it? Was it right after our live stream or this morning? When did you post that?
No, I posted that this morning. Yeah, I actually worked on it last night. I think right before we went live. So I'd been looking, and I did this early when I first started the Instagram, was to take a screenshot and put some sounds from the Matrix Online in it. So I'd been wanting to do some Seraph and some Morpheus stuff. So grabbed cool Morpheus screenshot and put some audio behind it. And it turns out to be, in the vein of what Yaya was talking about in this teaser trailer about fighting for freedom. And I actually posted that this morning.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to see if I can share the audio of that. Okay, so I added spoilers, so hopefully not too many people will be mad at me there. But let's see if we can pull this up.
You're not going to get this Matrix content anywhere else, folks. You
Yeah,
are tuned into the right YouTube channel.
Yeah, this is a Vesuvius MXO archivist exclusive here. Hold on a second so you can get the sound down here.
World is an empty shell until all humanity is free. But if we are to realize that dream, it falls to each one of us to strive for it, to struggle, to reach. Your arms must stretch for that freedom. Your heart must yearn for it. Your mind must recognize it. It is only a matter of time.
Yeah, and then it'll loop from there.
Is an empty shell.
So shout out to Rarebit, because I believe that's a screen grab from the game from Mr. Rarebit, Mr. Ben Chamberlain, who was the lone developer for the last year or so of the life of the game. Wonderful screenshot. I can't thank him enough for everything he did, and turned out to be a nice little post this morning.
Yeah, very cool. Rarebit's one of the world builders that allowed us to play in that universe probably for longer than we were supposed to. But,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate everything he's done for the Matrix Online community in that world. Okay, so I know you said you got a boogie, right?
Yeah, I probably got about a few more minutes if you want to go through one more.
All right, let's do another red. All right, this is red number 2. Got to stay balanced here. Oh, get the screen shared and let's go.
This is the moment for you to show us what is real. Right now, you believe it's precisely 2 p.m. But
Precisely.
that couldn't be further from the truth. Could be. This is the first day of the rest of your life. But if you want it, you gotta fight for it.
Now, had you seen that one before?
Yes.
So what jumped out at you in that one?
Okay, so can we talk leaks?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've got what 3 2-hour live streams on leaks.
Okay, all right.
Like the leak authority right now.
All right. Also, informing the audience right now. I'll try and keep it vague, but in one of the leaks, I believe it was a viewer non who leaked the screening of the movie. Said
Right,
that
because all that stuff is alleged. It's all telephone game. It's all
it is. And speaking
amazing.
of telephone,
Yeah.
Apparently mirrors are going to replace hard lines for transporting within the Matrix. So we see Yaya in front of a mirror, and did we see him touch it like Neo touched the mirror in part 1?
See, the cut happens so fast in these teasers. I can't really say whose hand was whose. Yes, somebody touched it.
Yeah, so that stood out to me, and there's another one. I referenced it in my reaction on the Instagram live, and I think you were talking about Dark Fate last night, or you had mentioned it, so that was like fresh in my mind. And there was something that stood out that kind of reminded me of Dark Fate in a good way. And so
I know exactly what shot you're talking about. That's one of the still screenshots. I was hoping that one was going to come up when we clicked on, but
yeah, but I'll let you kind of re-experience that one on your own and react on your own instead of me planting Inception.
hold on one second. Here we have Seobon Airy. Thank you for the super sticker. So yeah, I don't. So when I'm in the studio, I can't see the sticker, but I do appreciate the super sticker there. Yeah, I'm wondering. So, like I said, I've seen different numbers on how many different teasers are in this thing, and like I said, I'm trying to play by all the reactionary rules. I don't want to violate, but I also want to keep going down this rabbit hole. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we keep clicking or should we call it here? I guess
Well, leave it to the Matrix franchise to set itself apart in just showing a freaking trailer. Okay? So far, the Matrix 4 trailer has blown Spider-Man out of the freaking water. Okay? And the MCU is like a behemoth. Okay? It's an elephant in the room. And I think it's just getting squashed right now as far as the trailers go. The interactive nature of it, the website.
well, that's what I'm saying, man, dude. So you showed me the raining code last night. We talked about it in the live stream, and then I wake up to my phone like on fire. Like, it was so crazy. And then for it to be an interactive experience, I mean, that is how we got here. This is how we got to the Matrix Online. That being ahead of the curve and having, that connecting the dots, but also making the audience feel like they're participating in the universe. Like, they are so good at that right now.
Yeah, I gotta say they're squashing Spider-Man like a bug, right? There's no comparison.
I see what you did there. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Yeah, so I think so. Okay, so we did 2 blue and 2 red. I think I saw a bunch of people saying that they want to go further down the rabbit hole here. So I deferred to Vesuvius originally. We want to keep this thing balanced. So whichever one I do, I'm going to do the other color after. Make it 3 and 3. But should we go red or blue? Let me know in the chat. What do you think? Should we go red or blue? Just type in the chat what you think should be the next pill. Should we hit the red for 3 straight reds, or switch it to blue and come back to red? What you think? I think there's like a delay on the chat, so I'll give you guys a second here to type your vote, red or blue. Which way we going here? And also, if you just joined us, please make sure you like the stream. If you haven't already, subscribe. We're trying to hit the 4K subscriber mark today, because that would be awesome and trigger the title reveal of the short that I've been working on for you guys. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And let's see what we got here. We got red, red, blue, red, blue. I think that was more red. Someone here says blue has a lot of extras. I mean, are you counting that as a vote for blue? Because then oh no, you already voted blue.
I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to jack out and reconnect with you a little bit later.
Yeah, well, thanks again for finding that Morpheus gem there. I might play that again before it's all said and done here. But it's looking like red is in the lead. Once these comments start going, it's hard to keep up. But yeah, thanks again for joining us as always, man. You're greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Can I plug my Instagram before I?
Absolutely. And always, you guys, if you are in Matrix University. If you have taken the yellow pill, by all means, make sure you're following Vesuvius, because he is, a part of everything we're doing here. And like I said, between the two of us, you're definitely covered. So go ahead, plug everything that you need.
Yeah, so it is Vesuvius MXO on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and of course I got the merch stores, Etsy and Teespring, with some cool stuff. Digital downloads, t-shirts, merch, all the cool stuff. And thank you very much for having me. Exciting times. Exciting times.
Yeah, actually, and definitely make sure you check up with me later, because now that you mentioned all that stuff, we should probably go live with the VIP list for Project Matriculated, like this week, maybe tonight
Yes.
or tomorrow, somewhere in there before Thursday, I'm thinking.
Definitely will do.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, I think we're going red. Let's go red.
This is the moment for you to show us what is real. Right now, you believe it's 2:09 p.m. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Could be. This is the first day of the rest of your life. But if you want it, you gotta fight for it.
Yeah, man. I see a comment here that says the San Francisco shots look amazing. They absolutely do. There were, it's that's one thing I love about film. It's just, this ultimate collaboration, and to see, just the quality difference from the cell phone leaks to, the final product is just, a world of difference. And but like I said, they tightened up a lot, like just the code, even, Vesuvius talked about. If you notice that it like goes in the opposite direction, it's not just falling, like it's falling up now. It's straight up rain. Like, Forrest Gump, what he's talking about, the rain coming from all directions. But yeah, there was something. Oh, right. He also asked if that was Yaya. So yeah, I did notice that was Yaya Abdul Mateen II's hand touching the mirror. And that was one thing I wanted to talk about earlier. I think I mentioned it in one of the screen testing live streams here on this channel, when we heard about the portals and the mirrors, and just that was actually one of my favorite visual effects from the original Matrix film, seeing it in the theater back then, because I had some like dream portal experiences where, using mirrors as portals. So like it had a personal point of relation, just, visually seeing it was exciting, but I also felt like it could have been explored more. It wasn't necessarily essential to the plot, but like I said, it just clicked with me um, on an imagination level. So to see that being explored more is really exciting. I definitely felt like that was something that we could have seen earlier. So to see it now is going to be fun. That's the thing, man. These things, these teasers go by so fast, though, that by the time I'm done, like talking about a couple of observations, I'm like, wait, what else happened? Let me click another one. So yeah, shout out to Franz. I see you out there, Franz. Right. I think it's gonna have to be blue now because red won the vote. So we're gonna keep it balanced here. I think this is gonna make it 3-3.
Do you remember how you got here? You've lost your capacity to discern reality from fiction. What's real is here and now. 2:12 p.m. Anything else is just your mind playing tricks on you. It becomes a problem when fantasies endanger us. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we?
Huh. All right, so it's wild because what just happened for me, like watching that one reminded me of something that I noticed in the last one, in the last red one, where like Neo was kind of using his power and he like crushed a car, the top of a car that was like force looking almost. Yeah, man, but some of those shots, man, I cannot wait to see how this thing looks on the big screen. Um, yeah, so much to unpack. Like, you know, Deja Vu Kitty, I saw right. I'm starting to notice like which shots are used more often than others. Um, so there's that going on too. Uh, yeah, there's I'm like mind blown right now. Like I'm really blown away by the visuals. Um, one thing I wanted to say though, is that I am hoping, for the sake of Project Matriculated and the premiere party event, that the trailer coming out around now is a good sign and that the date might actually hold up and that we actually will get to see this movie before the end of the year in December. So that's also exciting too. I'm hoping that that holds up. Um, right. Somebody in the chat said that they never saw the Black Cat before, and so technically I've watched six of them now, so I've seen it a couple times. I feel like I've seen it like half the time, but that's definitely one of the shots that gets recycled a bit. I feel like I've seen like there's a shot with somebody holding a gun, I think, coming through the mirror portal. I've seen that shot a couple times. I've seen Groff with his mouth closed a couple times. Right, the final shot in this one was Neo taking the blue pill. Oh, actually, I don't know if he was taking the blue pill. I couldn't see the color of the pill while he was taking it, but in the previous shot, he's got the bottle of blue pill, so I assume it's the blue pill. But the thing to notice there is in the reflection, he's like even older. So I thought that was interesting. Kind of like that whole vampire thing where like, oh, well, there's the whole they can't be seen in mirrors, but then I've seen um different vampire stories where like you could see like their real age in the reflection or whatever. I think they might have done something like that in Bram Stoker's, right? Something like that. Um oh, this is a great question. I think I might have answered this in the last live stream, but it's a great question. It says, so we're all dressing like the Merovingian henchmen at the party, right? That's probably the easiest route to go, or rather I should say the route that has the most variety. But as I've been saying, the coined phrase or the catchphrase for the Matrix for Project Matriculated event is cosplay is encouraged but not required. So it's not, a cosplay only party, but we're gonna have to like figure out a prize for like the best cosplay for that because that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, leather, pleather, vinyl, chains, all of those club hell type of outfits are definitely allowed. So if that's the route you want to go, you go right ahead. But if you want to do, an agent, uh, Morpheus, your own character, your own Matrix Online character, in any way you want to go with that. I mean, the possibilities in the Matrix universe are truly endless. Um, yeah, I'm heavily debating what I'm gonna go as, but yeah, I'm probably gonna be Team Merv that day. I think that opens up, your options for wardrobe. uh, yeah, this one says I liked Harris voiceover. I don't think I've heard that one yet. Um, right, this is the one that had I said when I saw the screenshot of this. This is the one Vesuvius mentioned earlier that I said had dark fate vibes. We haven't seen that one yet, but It was a really cool shot. Um, do you know if you clicked the red or the blue pill to get to that? Do you remember for the nanotech shot? Because I wanted to stop, but I don't know that I can. I think I'm gonna have to click another one. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling some very, very strong MXO vibes all over this thing. Like it's not just one thing, like for sure. And that's one thing I love about the whole, that the quote nanotech look, because it's, like I said, very strong Terminator vibes. And for those of you who know about, my MXO faction and or watch the videos here, because those are like the earliest videos in this channel, right? Our whole fan fiction on Vector was like this, like Terminator, Skynet, Matrix crossover. So whenever I see like Skynet looking or Terminator flavored looking things in the Matrix, I get excited. He said nanotech is red, bro. So red we go. Let's go. I think this is 4, right? 4 for red. So I think this is gonna make like 7 total. I don't know, my math is terrible. All right, here we go. Let's go, Nano.
This is the moment for you to show us what is real right now. You believe it's 2:19 p.m., but that couldn't be further from the truth. Could be. This is the first day of the rest of your life. But if you want it, you gotta fight for it.
All right, so real quick, the first thing that jumped out is something that I did notice before but didn't mention is Trinity running up along the wall. So, because people have asked me, "Oh, is Ellen Harmon playing a younger Trinity?" And I said I don't think so. I also was thinking that if there's going to be flashbacks, they don't necessarily have to reshoot them. But these teasers are so quick, I can't really tell if that's a recycled flashback or if it's a recreated flashback. So that could be Carrie Ann Moss. It could be Carrie Ann Moss from 1998. It could be Ellen Hallman right now. I'm not sure about that. I didn't really get a sense either way of which that was there. What else did I notice in that last one? Huh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like every time, like I said, I just see it and I'm just like, wow. And then I forget half of what I saw there. But yeah, no, we saw a bunch of the recycled shots, or like I said, the popular ones that come up a lot, like the Yaya in the mirror and Groff with his mouth getting closed. Right. Someone earlier in the chat asked about who's that with the blue hair. And that's actress Jessica Henwick. I believe per viewer Anon in the test screening live streams, I believe her character's name or nickname is Bugs, which would also make more sense of her rabbit references on Instagram when they were shooting this thing. So I did notice that she was in that set. Also, it looks like that ship is the Nemesine, which I believe she is supposed to be the captain of that ship, if I'm remembering our screen testing conversation live streams correctly. So yeah, of course we didn't get the shot that we were looking for here, but I am going to try to keep this thing balanced. So we're gonna go blue again. Let's see what we got here.
Do you remember how you got here? You've lost your capacity to discern reality from fiction. What's real is here and now, 2:22 p.m. Anything else is just your mind playing tricks on you. It becomes a problem when fantasies endanger us. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we?
It's so weird because every time I see one, it triggers something that I remember from the previous one. So in the red one that I saw before that, one thing that I noticed that I didn't mention is Neo clearly fighting an agent. Now that again, that shot looked like it was recreated, but it could have been recycled from the first one from the subway scene, the fight with Smith. So I'd have to see it again to see if something jumped out to, prove or disprove if it was reshot or the original. But yeah, in this last one, I felt like I think I might have seen that one already. That's the one where Trinity kind of pulls her hand away from Neo at the end. Um, so I'm gonna go red in hopes that we can find this one Yaya look that I saw for in the screenshot because yeah, I really want to see it in moving form. So let's try it. Red it is. I'm starting to lose count too.
This is the moment for you to show us what is real right now. You believe it's 2:24 p.m. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Could be. This is the first day of the rest of your life. But if you want it,
That was the shot.
you gotta fight for it.
Okay, I'm happy now. I can definitely die happy today. So yeah, people in the chat mentioned in the last one, that at the end there's a door of light. I noticed that it was light, but I didn't think of it in that way, and this is why I love talking to you guys because you guys always bring that out or point out something that I didn't notice, which is so much fun in this franchise. Just all the layers of detail. So I wonder if, that door takes someone to the architect or perhaps the analyst. But yeah, so back to that shot that I wanted to find in that last red one, which we did. So thanks for confirming that it was a red pill look, because that was accurate. But yeah, it definitely, when I first saw the screenshot, the still image of it, I mean, I immediately thought T-3000. Like it looked like the Terminator from Genesis for sure. In fact, I believe one of our mods mentioned that in here. If I can find the comment, they're going so fast. There it is. Boom. Yeah. So the Nano Morpheus reminds me of Genesis. Yeah. I mean, it definitely, I mean, it's like not just one part of Genesis. Like it looked like, or Yaya looked like T-3000, John Connor in Genesis, but then the lighting reminded me of the actual time displacement unit in Genesis. So it's got like more than one Terminator layer of visual influence looking stuff there, which was awesome for me as a fan of both. But yeah, that's I think all of that again for me kind of goes back to my theory this whole time on the quote young Morpheus being played by Yaya Abdul-Mateen II. I definitely think he's a sim. I definitely think that is a reference or a nod or a callback to the Matrix Online. I don't know that it will be, mentioned that way directly or retconned in any way, or, I don't know. We're gonna see soon. It looks like hopefully December 22nd. But yeah, it just to me it every time something like that is shown or comes out or explained in or talked about after a test screening, allegedly, you know, it just kind of like circumstantially makes me feel more confident that I was right about it the whole time, which will be fun for me. Like, it's not going to ruin it for me. I think that that is a perfect way to go. I mean, I've been saying the whole time, if there's not references to the Matrix Online, it would be odd to me. It just would feel out of place. It would feel like, you know, that part of what made the franchise unique and special would have been, squandered. And I don't think it's going down that route because, I mean, again, the interactiveness of these teasers by itself to me shows that they're on point with it and that we're going to get more Matrix media to come. I think that's how this thing's going to play out. So yeah, and sorry, again, trying to keep up with the comments here. But right, if you're just now joining us, make sure you like the stream on the way in. The super chats are active, so those are always like highlighted, so it's easy to find those. Right. So, and for anybody who doesn't know what I was talking about, as far as my theories on the Yaya Abdul-Mateen version of Morpheus in the Matrix Resurrections, I believe that video is called "Meeting with Morpheus." So yeah, I explained my experience and kind of like fan fiction that our faction played out in the Matrix Online, and that kind of was a metaphor or a vehicle to explain what I thought was going to happen with Yaya Abdul-Mateen II playing a version of Morpheus in the Matrix 4, and how that could be done without, Lawrence Fishburne and smoothly. And I mean, in a way, I guess you could explain it as a new shell, the way they did with the Oracle, but we'll have to see. I just think that there hasn't been anything shown for me to feel like, it's wrong or that I was off base. I mean, I'm not going to be able to confirm for sure until December, but so far so good on that front. This comment says, I just want to know if Sati will be in the trailer Thursday. So here's what I will say. First of all, I haven't seen her in any of the teasers that I clicked. I don't remember hearing about her in anybody describing the trailer from CinemaCon. And even when people were in these live streams discussing what they saw at the test screening, Sati was confirmed, but they didn't really mention her a whole lot. So I don't know that she's got, a lot of screen time. And I feel like I have to watch it again because, each one of them is like 2 hours long or so. But I feel like somewhere maybe Soups said that Sati is still a child. Maybe I could be remembering that wrong. But I definitely got some strong vibes that Priyanka Chopra Jonas is not playing Sati. But like I said, that I could be wrong about. That's not one of the details that I'm like clear on as far as what all was discussed in those lives. But like I said, they're all still up. So if you want to check it out, you can definitely go back and see what all was said and confirmed and denied there. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. Yeah, and I'm also glad that we got a chance to see that that nanotech looking look here, so you can go back and check it out if you didn't get to experience it yourself. That's what I was gonna say. Like, also make sure you're following at Vesuvius MXO on Instagram. I know people were posting screenshots. I definitely think he was posting some screenshots. I think everything from the screenshots that I saw before this live, I've since seen while clicking the interactive teasers in this live with you guys. So basically everything I've seen visually, if you watch this whole thing, you saw what I saw. Because I didn't watch any of them like in real time before this started, and then anything I saw in screenshot version was in the real time viewing that we watched together here. So here's a good question. It says, where is the spoon bending kid? So again, spoiler alert, as this whole channel is, if you listen to the interview with Clayton Watson, we kind of got the impression that he's not in the Matrix Resurrections, but he is credited on IMDb. But since then, the folks that saw the test screening, again, this is all telephone game alleged, so I don't know for sure, but I believe that credit is because there's a flashback that has the kid in it. So any vocal flashback, because he did the vocals for the character in the Matrix Online and then the Animatrix. So if it's a voiceover flashback or even a visual flashback from one of the films, in all three of those cases, Clayton Watson would have to be credited. So it sounds like that's how he's in the Matrix Resurrections. So we probably are not going to see him in a trailer. However, I'm glad that came up because that brings me back to that point with these shots where I can't be quite sure, if they're reshot or if they're reusing the footage from the previous. Again, if we've got circumstantial evidence of flashbacks, then I would imagine that stays consistent, and that like the shot that we see of Trinity putting her hands up in the chair from the first Matrix film and running up the wall, and Neo getting hit by the agent in the subway, all those could be old shots or like takes that we didn't see before, stuff like that. Like I'm sure they've got tons of footage saved that we've never seen. This comment says the release date is a palindrome. The movie might be in the spirit of a chasm form, which is kind of like a palindrome where the last half rhymes or counters in contrast. So yeah, I'm really hoping the date holds up. And that's why last night somebody in the live stream, they thought that the 9/9 date for the trailer had some legs to it for that same kind of, numerology kind of aspect, right? What if this time the spoon kid doesn't exist instead of the spoon? Yeah, so that's another thing too. With the picture of old, or rather the reflection of old Neo um in the mirror, I would imagine, because Sati is still a program, but the spoon boy is a human, right? He's in Zion. So if 60 years has passed, he's probably like an old man too now, right? Now again, I'm not sure on the 60 years math specifically, um but as you can see, there's definitely an element there, with the reflection of Neo being old in the mirror, that's going to be played with. So uh Kavion Davis says, where is the Oracle on the trailer? Exactly. Once again, same kind of thing with the Sati thing. When everything I heard described about the trailer that was shown at CinemaCon, I didn't hear any mention of the Oracle. We haven't seen any clips with the Oracle in these teaser trailers. And when you go back to the screen test live streams, the Oracle's hardly mentioned. She's confirmed in the sense that she's at least referenced. But how much we see her, how many lines she has, all that seems to be a mystery to us right now. So It says she's baking cookies. She couldn't make it. So here's one. It says Matrix 4 equals Matrix Online. I still don't believe that we're going to see a live action Matrix Online movie. But what I do think we're going to see here is a bunch of things where there's going to be like inspiration or things that are clearly referenced that have, you know, very, very strong Matrix Online vibes. I think it's going to be one of those things where, like the Morpheus sim thing. This is something that happened in the Matrix Online. Now, how they explain it in the Matrix Resurrections might be a little different, but I think that that's going to be the form of the Matrix Online story that we get for Resurrections. Because you got to remember, a lot of people didn't even know the game was a thing. So, for filmmakers, they've got to keep the majority of the audience in mind. So I don't think it's going to be, this completely committed to the Matrix Online storyline thing. But okay, this says the plan where we see Neo in the pod is strange. It is really huge. I don't think I saw that look yet in one of these teasers. But yeah, once again, while we got everybody in here, if you're just now joining us, please make sure you like the stream on the way in. We want to get this out there to all the Matrix fans that we can reach and touch. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And when we hit that 4K subscriber milestone, I'm going to go ahead and do the title reveal for the project I've been working on, which I'm really excited. Like the timing and just of everything, like while we were shooting, that's when the CinemaCon thing happened. So, I'm in post and all this energy is going on. It's just very exciting. It's really fun. I'm happy to have some Matrix stuff to talk about and play with on my own. And yeah, man. We got a question here. He says, "How long is the movie?" I'm guessing that the final cut of Resurrections is probably gonna be somewhere between 2 hours and 2.5 hours. I'll be surprised if it's shorter than 2 hours, but I doubt that it'll be longer than 2.5. I don't know. I haven't seen anything that has an official runtime. If you're asking about my short film, I mean it's not done yet, but I'm guessing it's gonna be somewhere in the realm of 10 minutes. Like an Animatrix episode or Phantomatrix, however you want to look at that. Yeah, so hopefully this project will be a prequel to another one. Hopefully that's the plan, is to kind of keep this thing going, but one thing at a time. This comment says not a pod, or is it a sentinel? I think he's talking about the shot. I don't know, maybe I haven't seen the shot, I'm not sure. This comment says, I think Matrix 4 is about Morpheus's awakening and Trinity being freed at the first attempts to free Neo. So I would be very surprised if they go like that flashbacky route and that Yaya Abdul Mateen is playing a younger version of Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, that is a way that it could play out. We kind of have a sense that there will be flashbacks of some sort involved. And then there's also the time manipulation factor. So there's definitely, a variety of ways that could play out. But yeah, I think, like I said, if you haven't already, you should definitely go to whatisthematrix.com and check out this interactive trailer experience for yourself. Again, I haven't seen a final count of how many combinations there are. I think we did like 8 here, maybe 4 red, 4 blue, I think. This comment says, I think the story will be about the humans living freely in and outside the Matrix. And again, that kind of references the era of truce, the Matrix Online storyline that takes place after Revolutions. Oh, this one says, just subscribe to your channel. Thanks. Thank you for taking the yellow pill. Sunflower Poetry. Much appreciated. This says, I can't wait to see that building shot with Neo. Yeah, and I also noticed, so it looks like that shot of Neo on the rooftop almost walking off in his PJs was probably a test shot. Like, I think a lot of the San Francisco leaks were actually test shots. It looks like he's actually having that scene in the daytime and there's like a bunch of people behind him, which is kind of weird. And then the skyscraper jump, it looks like Trinity's on this empty rooftop. And it looked like, I don't know, like there was maybe a helicopter fight up there. I don't know. There was just seemed like there was a lot going on in that rooftop prior. So I think that's going to be the jump scene, but they didn't show it in that trailer or teaser trailer or series that we watched here anyway. But we'll have to see. Thursday again is supposed to be the official full trailer that they showed at CinemaCon, or at least I think it's the one they showed at CinemaCon. But the Warner did put out that the full trailer is going to be released officially Thursday morning, 6 a.m. Pacific time. I believe on whatisthematrix.com, where we just watched these teasers. Again, I strongly recommend that you experience it for yourself. It's a lot of fun. I'm probably going to go play with this a little more and see if I can notice anything else. If you guys notice stuff that we didn't talk about, please feel free to comment or tweet or shoot me a message on Instagram. But again, if you haven't already, definitely make sure you subscribe and like the stream. I think in case anybody didn't already sign up and can go to the Project Matriculated Premiere Party event, Vesuvius and I, we all tweeted the links to that after the live last night, so it's right there on our Twitter pages. But it's actually in the description of like every video on this channel, so make sure you sign up to that, because like I said, I'm really feeling confident that the date might actually hold up now that the trailer's out. And of course, if it changes, we're gonna change with it. I mean, we're not gonna have a premiere party without a movie. But yeah, again, if you haven't signed up for that, make sure you sign up, and I will share everything about the event with the VIP list first, and then give them an opportunity to get in there, and then after that I'll roll it out to like the general public. So thank you again for tuning in. It's very exciting time. The hype train is real, and class is dismissed.